Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. And you know what? It's always great when Arsene Wenger has his press conferences, because then you can see what is fact from what is fiction, or sort of, because he sort of never gives anything away either. But he's been doing his press conference today ahead of the Preston game, and obviously asked quite a lot of questions on transfers. He was being asked if, first big question that he was being asked about was about Alexis Sanchez. Now, I was at the game the other night. Alexis Sanchez, very frustrated at the end, threw his gloves off, just walked straight off the pitch, really, really angry. Despite the comeback, really angry. And there's been a lot of speculation in the newspapers today. The Daily Mail, they've come straight out with this story saying that, you know, the Arsenal players in the team fear that that's it now, he's leaving. He's had enough, he's off. Now, for me, again, it just looks to me like a bit of lazy journalism. Oh, Alexis has stormed off the pitch. Oh, I know what I can do. Let's put together a story that he's very upset and he's leaving. I mean, you know, very simple story to put together. Not a lot of weight to the story. We do know that teams, though, are interested in him. They claim Bayern Munich. Juventus, as we know, really would love to sign Alexis Sanchez. And the rumour is, as I said, that he wants to go at the end of the season. That's it. He's had enough at Arsenal. Arsene Wenger asked about this at the press conference, and his reply to that says that he said, listen, we want to win games. These are his quotes. If you don't, you're not happy. That is normal. Without passion, you do not come back when you're 70 minutes and 3-0 down. It's exceptional and you need a special response. We're all frustrated. Of course, Sanchez is fine. So Wenger's saying that, listen, no problems. He was, yes, of course he was upset, but there's no issues. He's fine. And basically he's saying there's not a problem. However, this is another reason why I keep saying this. We need to get the deals done for Alexis and Ozil. Why are they dragging on so long? We saw Spurs last night. All their main guys, they've got them signed up. Whether they're contracts that says, you know, release clauses or whatever, I don't know. But they've got all their main guys signed up, so all that speculation's gone. Until we sign Alexis Sanchez and Ozil, this speculation's going to keep flying around right throughout January, right throughout the whole of the season. Anytime we lose a game, anytime we draw a game, anytime we don't play well, anytime there's an incident like this where Alexis is not happy, speculation is going to come out. Come on, Arsenal. These are the most two important deals to get done during this January transfer window, and we have to get them sorted ASAP. Otherwise, we're going to keep getting rumours like this over and over again. He was also asked in the press conference about Santi Cazorla. Now, Cazorla, as we know, has been out for a long time. There's been, you know, I've been speaking about it on the show that maybe we should be moving for a player like an Isco or somebody like that as a long-term replacement for Santi Cazorla. Now, the prognosis on Cazorla doesn't seem to be good at all. He said, Arsene Wenger, that at the moment he's far. It's not as quick as I imagined it. These are his quotes. That means that it's a long way off Santi Cazorla coming back. We may not see him back this season. And remember, this is the last year of Santi Cazorla's contract. We all love Santi, but we are missing that creative spark that who plays in that deep line role. And for me, if there's that type of player out there, whether it be a Pjanic, which of course would be extremely difficult to get, but whether it's an Isco, a Dimitri Payet, I think we should be making a move for that player now, because it's starting to look like we're not going to see Santi Cazorla for, well, the majority of this season. If he's a long way off, if they can't even put a date on when he's going to come back, I really do think we need to get somebody in, and we should be looking for somebody like that in January. Wenger again asked about that. He said, you know, there is little hope to find players of that quality. We've heard that before. And he was talking about Cazorla, Welbeck, people like that, in the transfer market. This is why you've got your scouts. This is why, Arsene, you need to go out and look. But it's worrying for me that Santi's out for this length of time. We do need some sort of replacement. we've got a replacement. He's at Bournemouth, but he's there for a whole season. Just our luck. As soon as he's fit and he's playing well and the spot's there for him, he's out injured. Sorry, he's away at another club and our main guy's injured. But it's football for you. Another player that's been linked with Arsenal today is Ricardo Pereira. Now, Pereira, he's currently on loan from Porto at Nice, Portuguese player. He's 23 years of age. He can play either right back or left back. He's valued at about £20 million. Again, Wenger's kind of, saying, listen, we're not, he's read about the interest, he's heard about it, but he seems to be saying that there's much interest in it. But there's a lot of rumours going around today that Arsenal are looking at this guy. As I said, versatile in the full-back position and that he can play left or right back. That's invaluable. We know that in the right-back position at the moment, I think, have a bit of a problem in that we've got Bellerin, but if anything happens to Bellerin, what happens then? I mean, it looks like Jenkinson and Debuchy, both of those will be going in January. Wenger was kind of asked about that and he didn't really deny it. He just said there's been no offers for them at the moment, but he didn't say, they're not going anywhere. Debuchy's definitely going. Jenkinson, it looks more than likely that he will go. Yes, you can play Gabriel in that position, but he's not really a right back. So, and if you're up against the very top teams, maybe we should be looking to bring some sort of right back into that position. And this guy Pereira could do that. I don't know what the situation would be because, as I said, he's on loan at the moment at Nice. So even if we wanted to buy him, I don't know what the situation would be if that would be possible to be done. But Arsenal linked with Pereira today. Whether that will happen is, again, to how Arsene Wenger's sounding, not likely. But then we know what Arsene Wenger is like. He's not a guy that really gives a lot away. He's never, ever, ever been known to do that down the years. You see him even the summer. There was, my understanding now, finding out later, is that they were talking to Mustafi for months, trying to get that deal done. They knew that it was, but they denied it right down until about the last couple of weeks. So that just shows you how cagey Arsene Wenger is. Let's get into a couple of your comments. Simon EX says, Emil Forsberg is pure class. He's the best player by far in the Swedish national team when Zlatan is gone. That's Emil Forsberg, who I spoke about yesterday from RB Leipzig, who's been linked with a move to Arsenal. David Nietzsche says, just what we need. More unproven Premier League players. Of course, Arsenal signing not a player from the Huddersfield Town. He's not happy with that. He said, the other top teams must be laughing their socks off. Wenger out. He says, DT, get the banner out and let's get, and have it out until he's gone. So, let's get another one here. That's from a Spurs fan. He says, sell Monreal. What's it got to do with you, Spurs? Worry about your own, right? And I know they're going to win the league now after last night, right? Sadat says, get in Ricardo Rodriguez. We should not miss him. We should not miss out on him like we did with Draxler. We should have sold Ramsey and bought Draxler. Well, they're kind of two sort of different sort of players. So, I wouldn't say that would have been, a sort of player that you would have swapped Ramsey for, because Draxler's more a guy that will play out on the wings. There's even talk that he could have played as a striker, whereas Ramsey's more on the, we've seen Ramsey on the, to be fair, Ramsey has been playing on the wings very unsuccessfully. He's more suited to playing in the middle of the park. And I'll do this one finally. Marcus says, Ramsey, sell Ramsey plus money to Juve for Pjanic. And he says, get Forsberg for Joel Campbell, and then we've got ourselves a proper deal. Maybe you should be negotiating the deals for Arsenal. So those are the rumours today. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. I really think that the biggest piece of business we can do this January window is to make sure that we keep Alexis Sanchez and Ozil, get those deals signed up. It'd be such a boost to the fans, to the rest of the squad. It's something that we must make happen this January.